Hey, hey, I got a question for you. Does anybody out there recognize either of these two weapons? Yeah, me neither. Weird, huh? Well, that kind of led me to ask some questions like, why don't we see these weapons being used more in PvP or PvE? Why don't we know fellow Guardians that use these weapons more? Well, I set out on a quest to find out the answers to those questions. Now, I still maintain that 390 pulse, the Hailing Confusion, is still a great pulse. Like I said, the 720 RPM auto rifle is still great. I know some people are going to be like, well, we're in the 450 auto rifle meta. Well, I know we are, but everything's a circle in life, including the metas in Destiny 2. We're at 450 RPM auto rifles now. It'll be 600s here shortly. Then it'll be 720s again. And then when we get to 360 RPM auto rifles, we'll skip right past those motherfuckers and go back to 450. You ever wonder why we don't have like a 360 auto rifle meta? Yeah, it's because those things are horrible. Have you ever shot a 360 auto rifle? Those things are just, oh, those are like somebody's like hate child, right? Like they created a child that they with a woman that they despised, and she despised the man that she had a child with. So it's like this hate child. It's like this nasty, evil, like monstrosity. It's just it's awful. I know I'm gonna get somebody that says, well, the 450s and the 360s are the same. No, they're not. They're not. There are scout rifles that shoot so much faster than a 360 RPM auto rifle. Those things are monstrosities. I mean, I'm surprised those things haven't been ran out of Destiny 2 with a fucking pitchfork and torches at this rate. But anyway, I digress. Where was I? So if you wanted to acquire these weapons, well, what do you have to do? Well, just like me, you had to go to Europa, and you need to talk to our little buddy Barracks. Yes. And you need to grab one of these weapon quests. And when it says weapon quests, I assure you, it means weapon quests. There's typically one of three weapon quests you're going to get. First is simple, like you're region locked in a certain part of Europa, like the Asterian Abyss, for example, and you can't leave it. You can't even do the Lost Sector. And the only thing you can do are wait for public events, patrols, and hope that there aren't other Guardians around killing all the enemies so you can't complete it, if that's what happens. Another one is Empire Hunts. You have to do an Empire Hunt on like a depth or higher. Empire Hunt? Who does Empire Hunts? In 2022, almost 23. Nobody cares about Empire Hunts. Ever since the Cloud Strike, once you get that, nobody cares about Empire Hunts anymore. The third one was, you had to get double kills in an Eclipse Zone Lost Sector. And it's like 50 something double kills, which means you have to get like 100 enemy kills. And if in a particular zone of a Lost Sector, if there's an uneven, like an odd number of enemies, then those don't count. If you mess up and shoot one enemy and don't get the other enemy, then they're not going to count. So you end up having to run like that Lost Sector 2 or 3 times to get all the kills, double kills that you need. And all of this is for one singular legendary weapon. And what happens if the roll's bad? You've wasted all of your time. You scrap it, and there's no legendary shards. So there are a couple problems with these. The first I've already alluded to, which is the process to go around acquiring them. But let's talk about how you go about fixing these. And this is where Bungie should pay attention. The first is you got to slap an origin trait on these motherfuckers. Because everybody wants an origin trait. I know for years we've been okay without origin traits, but apparently now everybody has to have an origin trait. So the first thing you do, slap an origin trait on each and every one of these, and now all of a sudden you piqued players' interest. What next? You simplify the process to get these weapons. It is literally a hate crime. That's what these weapon quests are. They are awful. They are, and it's not like they're hard. They're just annoying. They're just awful to even do because you're only getting one weapon. And if it's a shit roll, which I'll be honest with you, most of them are until you find that one good one, you wasted all your time. Like I tried to do, I grabbed 3 of the bounty. You can only do one weapon quest at a time until you complete it, and then you go back and you get another one. I did 3 for each one of the pulse rifle and the auto rifle, and I can tell you that was all that I could stand to do. I was hoping to get a god roll to kind of show you, like, look what I got when I was doing this. I can't stomach to do anymore. After three each, I'm like, no, I'm never doing that again. Simplify the process. Turn the weapon quests into a simple weapon bounty. Get pulse rifle, pick up the bounty from Barracks, and get pulse rifle kills on Europa, anywhere, boom, done, you get the pulse rifle. Same thing with the auto rifle, and the rocket launcher, and the sidearm, and the shotgun, and yada yada. Boom, done. It makes it easier to farm, and people can stomach to actually bother picking up the quest and doing some crap on Europa and getting it done, right? That's what you do. They have origin traits, so people can't say, well, they don't have origin traits. Yes, they do. Make them simplify the process to acquire them, so even if it is a bad roll, they scrap them, they can get another one right away. It only takes a matter of minutes to get it done. That's kind of my thoughts on these weapons. Again, I really do like the Hailing Confusion Pulse. I still think it's a decent pulse rifle. I really do. Same thing with the auto rifle. 720 meta auto rifle will be here before we know it again. And when that happens, it's going to be nice to have a way that we can grab a 720 auto rifle with an origin trait, and it's a more simple process to grind and farm. But, of course, this is all up to Bungie. There you have it. Feel free to let me know what you think about these weapons down in the comment section below. And until next time, peace out.